Hello friends, I'm CA Rashi Maheshwari. Today we'll discuss, can refund of input services be claimed in case of inverted duty structure? So yes, in one of the case law of Gujarat High Court of VKC Foodsteps India Private Limited, it was held that yes, you can take the refund of input services in case of inverted duty structure. So first of all, we'll understand what this inverted duty structure means. Say for example, A sells goods to B. The output liability is at the rate 5%. It purchases goods from C or D. The input is at the rate 12% or 18%, depends upon case to case, and includes both goods as well as services. Now in this case, you'll see that the output liability will always be less than your inputs. Therefore, there will always be access balance in your electronic ledger. This case particularly is known as inverted duty structure. That is, when your liability is less than your input, then this is the case of inverted duty structure. Same was in the case of VKC's Foodsteps India Private Limited. It used to manufacture the footwears. It used to purchase leather, etc. from outside and used to take job work services. The input was taken in the books at the rate 12% or 18%, and the output liability was at the rate 5%. And now the council, we'll discuss what councils argued. In this, when you take the refund of the input duty, this inverted duty structure, section 54(3) comes into picture. What this 54(3) states is, registered person may claim refund of unutilized input tax credit at the end of the tax period, provided that no refund of unutilized input tax credit shall be allowed in cases other than. There are two cases. First is zero rated supplies without the payment of the tax, and second is where the credit has been accumulated on account of rate of tax on inverted duty structure. Please note that it is other than nil rated or fully exempt supplies. Now, section 54(3) uses the word input tax credit. This 54(3) section is read with rule 89.5. This 89.5 states the calculation of the maximum amount of refund. And in this formula, it uses the word net ITC. And what is the meaning of net ITC? It is the input tax credit availed on inputs during the relevant period. Means this rule 89.5 uses the word input, whereas section 54(3) uses the word input tax credit. Now, when input tax credit was analyzed, section 2 subsection 63 defined input tax credit, which means credit of input tax. Now what this input tax means is defined under section 2 subsection 62, which means tax charge on supply of goods or services or both. That means input of both goods and services. Whereas 89.5 uses the word only input of only goods. That means as per 54(3) you can take refund of both input of goods as well as input of services. Whereas under rule 89.5 you can take refund of only and only input on goods. Now, section always prevails the rule. Rule cannot ever override what is written in the section. Therefore, section 54(3) would prevail over 89.5, and this is what courts have also held that in case of VKC Foodsteps India Private Limited, that the assessee can claim the input refund of the input of services along with the input of goods. Therefore, section 54(3) would override 89.5, and input refund of input services can be claimed in case of inverted duty structure. Thank you.